Well, before the whole lockdown started, of course, I was running 9 choirs a week, and all of them stopped practically overnight, and we've been online. Many of them are still continuing, some aren't, and following the government guidance at the moment, we can only have 30 people outside singing or 6 people indoors singing. Those are the rules. We've got to stick by them. We thought they were going to disappear in the last announcement in June, but they haven't. So it was a sort of a wake up in the morning. I'm just so desperate to be with my choir people, for them to enjoy some hearty singing with some other people. So we go to Twerton Park. We've seen on the news and the sporting things, hundreds of thousands of fans all singing at the tops of their voices. So it must be safe there. So we're allowed to have 30 people in a stand of 90, and then another 30, and another 30, and another 30. I've got choir leaders coming down to lead and stand in front of those people, so we can all sing heartily but socially distanced in the open air. If it rains, we'll still be dry, and it'll be 90 minutes of a good old sing.
And it's going to be a welcome release for everybody, isn't it? Because the only thing you've had is Zoom.
Yeah, we've been on Zoom and Teams and YouTube, and if you haven't done any singing online on those things, you might not have realised that, bizarrely, you have to be on mute. You are singing along with a recording, basically, or somebody singing at you. No one can tell you, well done, that was great, or whoopsie daisy, you missed out on bar 5, or anything like that. The musical director has to assume that you're getting it right. And we've been doing that for over a year now, and it's a different experience, and we've managed it, but we so want to just get out there and do it.
Now, for the general public, they mustn't think this is a private affair, because you're very keen, aren't you, to get everybody to come along?
Absolutely, and it's a family affair as well. It'll be, anybody can come along for 90 minutes and have a sing. What you must do though is, and I'm sure you'll be able to share the ticket link at the bottom, etc. The tickets are only £3.50. That will just help us give some money back to the football stadium, who are being really, really generous with their offer of that space. And so anybody can come along, but you must book your tickets by, I think it's the Tuesday before the event, so that we can then sit down with a plan and a map and work out who can go in what area, because if only 60 people come, we take the family stand. If more than 60 people come, we have to take the next bigger stand. Now,
you don't have to be able to sing, because you could come and just be entertained by the singers.
Well, absolutely, you can come and be entertained, but everybody sings Happy Birthday, don't they? Everybody sings along in the car, in the shower. You're going to be one of lots and lots of people. Also, we're not going to be saying, oh dear, we're just there for a sing. We'll be singing pop songs, we'll be singing some rounds that will just teach you there and then on the spot. I'm sure we will sing Happy Birthday. I'm sure we'll do a little bit of, football chanting, anything. It's just an excuse to get out there and let your voices. We'll do a Mexican wave as well. There won't be any refreshments. There won't be anything like that. You'll literally turn up, go into your bit, 90 minutes, and then you'll have to leave again, because that's what the rules say, is that each of those 30 are not allowed to socialise, they're not allowed to mix. We must follow the rules. So please book your tickets before the event.
What is it about singing, Nat? I mean, would it be fair to say that the whole choral thing, people joining choral clubs, is something that's grown in recent years?
Absolutely. There's 3 elements. There is obviously the music, but I think the majority of people join for 2 things: the community, the before, the after, the tea, the coffee, the going to the pub afterwards, all of that stuff, the extra special meals that you have, and all that goes on. And then everybody is looking for that moment where you're all singing at the same time, and the magic happens, and you get the tingle that goes down the back, like you would do if you were in a sporting event and everybody is cheering. It's like that, but we can do that every week normally in our church or in our school hall. Even with a few people there, that magic happens, and it's like it's like an adrenaline rush, isn't it? Yeah. And so we just want more of it.
while you're here, putting Twerton to one side for the
Yeah.
moment, and good luck with it, you've an online event, a YouTube event that
Yes.
you wanted to mention as well.
Yes, this is choir show 6. So we did choir show, well, it didn't have a number because we didn't know whether it was going to work or not, in July last year. Because of all the choirs that I'm doing and the Bathlight Operatic group, back at the beginning of the pandemic, we were doing this thing where people were recording their own voices or their own little bits of the part, and then technology was bringing them all together to create, you've probably seen them on YouTube, lots of different people all singing in their square boxes, a bit like Zoom, but we have to record it. We can't do it live, it doesn't work live. And I spent many hours doing that, and you share it on social media, and 14 people watch it, plus your mum and you think, I've just done all that work and only a few people have watched it. And I knew so many people that are doing that, so we said, let's have an event online. Let's create a concert where we all share our videos, and we'll all pay a little bit of money to raise some money for charity. So we're now on choir show 6. We've got 20 choirs from around the UK, Southern Ireland, Sweden and America. They're all recording their videos either socially distanced in some lovely parts of the country or separately in their boxes. We're raising money for the freewheelers, which is the blood bikes that you see volunteers running around the blood and the breast milk and all sorts of other fluids that they take around, and they save the NHS hundreds of thousands of pounds by volunteering. And so it's a night on YouTube where you can buy your tickets, £8.50 for your household. You'll see 20 different choirs of all sorts of different levels, different ranges, entertainment in the interval. I'll be introducing it all and raising some money, not just for that charity, but for also the choirs, because they also take a cut as well. So everybody's happy.